Family, good morning. It is Kyle Henderson, Bama football on YouTube. Could I get a roll tide up inside the comment box? It is game day. Friday Night Lights. Alabama taking on Oklahoma. What I need you to do inside the comment box, let me know where you're watching from, all right? And number two, give me your confidence level for game day. Is it high? Is it mid? Is it low? Let me know. This is a call-in show. I will be taking your calls on the program. You guys call in today and give me a score prediction for tonight's game. I have never covered a Friday night college football game, okay? Especially not Alabama football. Now, in my previous life, when I covered Friday night high school football, was one of the great joys of my life. There's nothing better than going to a football stadium on a Friday night and just seeing the lights and to see high school football. I covered high school football for a long time, so Friday night it's got a different feel for sure, and I'm down to see it for Alabama taking on Oklahoma. The Crimson Tide arrived yesterday in Oklahoma ahead of this matchup with the Sooners, and as you've been seeing, the game has kind of been going back and forth in terms of being a pick-em type game. There has been a lot of people on the national front that have picked against Alabama, that are saying that Alabama will lose this game, that are saying that Alabama doesn't have what it used to have. I think this is a great opportunity for Alabama to kind of set the tone and be like, you know what? Like, we're still standing. We're here. We're battle tested, and we didn't play our best football, right? We didn't play that well down the stretch, but we can still be a good football team and still make a run at it. So with all that said, thank you very much for kicking it with me right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I got my workout in, and I hope you did too. Feeling good, feeling grateful, have a lot of gratitude as always, and we'll kick it off today right here on Bama Football on YouTube. You guys feeling okay? All right. Fam, I need you to hit that join button, all right? So if you want to become a fan funder of the program, hit the join button. You'll see it on your phone. Sometimes when you're browsing Bama Football on YouTube, hit that join button right there. There's different levels for you to jump up to, so easy to sign up, easy to cancel. That's a way to support Bama Football on YouTube. Super Chats, of course, go hard in the paint. And, of course, just hitting the thumbs up. I have no idea why this works, but hit the thumbs up on the videos that you see through. That would mean a lot to me, and I appreciate your consideration in doing so. Let's see who is up inside the house, and we got to start out, obviously, with our Super Chat. And he said, roll damn Tide, beat the Sooners. All right, Jimmy Clay inside, going with the $10 Super Chat to get the show started. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here, being in my corner right here on Bama Football on YouTube. We got Mindy Miss Careless, what's going on? We got Miss Kimberly, what's going on? Good to see you as well. We have Bruce Williams, what's up, man? Thanks for checking in this morning as well. Andy 710, it looks like he's got a meeting, so come back, man, when you're done taking care of your business. And then we have Young C, always up in the house, coming to us from Wiptonka. Man, always a good crew. All right, we got Maverick. What's up, man? Good to see you up inside the house. I see Ryan Paris as well. We got Sean Brown. We have Steven. What's up, man? We have Jarvis kicking it with us. We have OC Dobbins. We have Chris from New Jersey. We have Miss Beth James. We have Tough Arm. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you very much. We have Anna coming to us from Atlanta, Georgia. And everybody else inside the comment box. Miss Crystal Jones, good to see you. We have, great crew. Great crew. How's everybody feeling? Are you guys feeling good about like a Friday night game, right? I'm excited. I'm really, and look, call me crazy, call me like too optimistic. I don't care. Like, I still feel that this is the better football team. I still feel that this team still has pride and performance and can go to Norman, Oklahoma today and take care of business. I really do. That isn't like some gas up fan side, and I'm not going to, when it's time for me to tell you the truth, I'll tell you the truth. And I know it makes a lot of people upset when I have to say things that make you uncomfortable, but that's my job, and that's my pledge to you, is to be honest with you. Okay, so these are who I have on the board right here. These are the people who are the kings of college football, okay? These are like the round table, the guys who have made it to like the superstar status, right? So you have Josh Pate, Alabama guy, 100%, but he picked Oklahoma, and I think with him, he probably like talking to the locker room in that sense, right? You have Brooks Austin, right, the film guy. Georgia football fan turned kind of Alabama guy who does an amazing job. All of these guys really do, right? I mean, it's amazing to see kind of their transformation and how they've, kind of become the college football kings, right? He's taken Oklahoma as well. You have J.D. Piquel. He works for On3, does an amazing job as well. I think he picked Bama. So, but he also picked LSU to win the college football national title. So, and we saw how that worked out. All right, and then you have Joel Klatt, right? Joel Klatt, sometimes I think he can kind of be a villain in this realm. He picked Oklahoma as well. Who do you think that Coach Saban picks tonight? I would 100,000,000% he is going to pick Alabama. He's the biggest Alabama football fan that there is, right? He rolls Tide. Alabama still pays him $500,000 a year. I mean, there's no way that he doesn't pick Alabama. He hasn't picked against Alabama ever, right? So I think some of these other guys, I mean, they're all Alabama guys besides Klatt. But I think that, I mean, there's no way in hell that Saban picks Oklahoma. There's just not. I'll give you my score prediction on the back end side. So those are who they picked. Let's see who got you guys picked, right? Saban's got to pick Alabama. There's no way. It's going to go crazy. We'll go nuclear if Saban ever picks against Bama. He can't. He's not going to. Plus, he knows who's going to win, right? Who's Alabama. Duh. All right, the weekend weather brought to you by North Alabama Storm Chase. All right, so we go full screen for the graphic. For the tailgate, you have sunny, 54 degrees, almost 60 degrees today. I thought this game, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, man, it's going to be cold. No, it's beautiful. And Christmas next week here in the Dixie should be amazing, right? I mean, it's going to be beautiful. The wind gusts, I know people have been talking about that. Looks like 17 degrees with a gust of 30. I don't think that those gusts are really going to play an impact in this game. And by the way, I saw Patriot Life gave 5 fan funderships, 10 fan funderships. Man, Patriot Life, always doing the Lord's work, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Hey, Patriot Life, could you give us an update on Jenny Cackney, if you can? Because Jenny, she's been battling, right? She's a huge Alabama football fan. We crossed paths a couple years ago. She's battling cancer. And, man, she just keeps on battling through. And, yeah, if we could get an update whenever we can. You know, I always think about her. And anybody who's battling, you know, inside the comment box, just let us know. We'll lift you up with our prayers. Seriously, prayers and numbers work. So, Jenny, if you're out there, if you come across the broadcast and you're watching the game tonight, just know that us at Bama Football on YouTube, we're thinking about you. We're praying for you always, each and every day, and we got your back, Jenny. So let us know how you're doing in Patriot Life. If you have an update, let us know inside the comment box. I don't feel that the weather and that the wind is really going to play much of a factor in tonight. Shoot, if anything, maybe it blows our field goals in, right? Did you think about that? Right? I was thinking if it really did get windy, it might be more impactful for them, considering that they really do have an elite field goal kicker in Tate Sandal, right? You get out 50 yards or something like that for a 50-yard field goal, and a wind gust comes up at like 40 miles an hour. I like that. So I think that probably affects them more. I would imagine that we don't see a lot of running yards in this game. I just think, like, even Jam Miller, I think on Sleeper, he's favored to run for like 36 yards. Each team is built to stop the run. That's not part of the game plan. Hopefully, Alabama can run a little bit and get some, time of possession that way. But I don't think that the wind really comes into a factor. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. I just don't think it's going to be an issue. I showed you this on Wake Up Bama. This is my bracket. Right now, I didn't go the whole way, but this is how I have it. I have clearly Oregon beating the you-know-what out of James Madison. I have Alabama beating Oklahoma tonight. I'll share my score prediction in just a minute. I have Ole Miss beating Tulane in a rematch, and then I have, I thought about picking is anyone picking Miami inside the comment box for tomorrow? I mean, that's going to be a great game. It's at 11 a.m. Central Time. Is anybody picking Miami? I thought about picking Miami, but if you listen to Wake Up Bama, I explained Coach Saban got to me. And Coach Saban said that they pipe noise in that stadium. It's already going to be loud. I don't think Texas A&M is as good as their record indicates. Miami has had their issues as well. I could see Miami winning this game. But after listening to Coach Saban, I picked Texas A&M. So those are kind of the quarterfinal matchups that I have. Oregon, Texas Tech, all of them should be amazing matchups. And really, we should have better matchups tomorrow than we do. We only really have one good game, which is unfair to college football fans, right? We have 12-team playoffs, but we don't have the best 12 teams in. Imagine this. What if Oregon, okay, What if Oregon was playing Texas tomorrow? We probably have a watch along for that, right? What if Ole Miss was playing Notre Dame? Those are games worth watching, okay? I look, Ole Miss, Tulane, I'll watch them because there's playoffs and that's what we do. Those teams should not be in the bracket, okay? They've had good seasons. They've had fine seasons, but they are not playoff type teams, all right? They're just not. And then in the semifinals, I have Texas Tech and Alabama. That's going to be an interesting game, you know, if it does get to that point. I'd love to see it. Can you imagine how crazy Lubbock's going to be going? And then Georgia and Ohio State down there, which would be an incredible matchup. I think, you know, odds are that those two teams definitely meet. So Texas Tech and Alabama. I think kind of I have some family in Lubbock, so I'm kind of like partial. I don't know. Lubbock's treating me good. You know, rolled through stripes burritos. And I don't know. It's treating me well. Maybe that's why I'm going for Texas Tech. All right. We talked about that. All right. Okay. Sleeper is our sponsor. As you know, download the app. Get $20 upon just downloading the app. Use the promo code TAILGATE. Get a $100 deposit match up to $100. All right. It's that easy. And you can make more or less picks. You're like, Kyle, well, what is a more or less picks? How does that even work? Well, I'll show you how. And we got Ty Simpson on the board. So when you bring it up on your phone, this is what the interface looks like. It's great. It's so easy to do. And you do more or less. That's it. So you have $100 in your tank. You can put $100 on, you know, a couple players to do more or less. So let's do Ty Simpson before we take your calls, okay? More or less for Ty Simpson for 235 passing yards. More or less for Ty. I'm going to go more. I'm not even double thinking this. I think he has to throw for more. If he doesn't throw for more, then we're in trouble because you know it's going to be difficult to run the ball against Oklahoma. It just is. This is a team that is built to stop the run. So he's got to throw. They've got to manufacture yards. I think Ty is going to have way more than 200. Not way more, but I would imagine like he maybe like a 280 type game, something like that. So I'm taking more right here on our sleeper pick for Ty Simpson. And the other crazy thing was Jam Miller is only favored to run for 36 yards. So, I mean, if you combine that in like a little sleeper combo, Ty Simpson, 35 yards more. Jam Miller, 36 yards more, right? So, Tough Man says, Kyle, if he doesn't throw for 350, Bama loses. I don't know about that, Tough Arm. I think that, you know, and anything over 250 to 300 is going to be kind of that marker. But, I mean, anything under, I would say something went really wrong or he got pulled, right? If he doesn't throw for like 200, he got pulled at some point, which I think that's been a lot of the narrative this week with Ty is like, what's Coach Kalen DeBoer going to do when he starts to struggle? Well, who's to say that he's going to struggle to begin with? But if he does, do they put in Austin Mack? I don't know. I know a lot of people would love to just see Keelan Russell just jump right in. We've seen freshmen come in these type of situations before, but we've also seen Coach Kalen DeBoer be super loyal to his quarterback, and that's one of the biggest things that we're watching tonight is that if Ty Simpson or the offense is struggling, do you look to the bench and get another quarterback going? We've been in this situation before last year, and we didn't see another quarterback, so we'll have to see what happens, as the game progresses. But who's to say that he struggles? I don't know. All right, so here's our other one, Ryan Williams. Does Ryan Williams throw for more or catch for more than 46 yards? This is a tough one. As you can see, you see his stats over here. He had 25, 33, 45 the last time they played Oklahoma. So 46. I guess Ryan Williams is so hard for me to gauge. I think every single time I've played Pick'em with Ryan Williams, I've missed. I've gone more. It's been less. I don't know. I guess I'll go with you and say, I guess I'll say more. But I just don't know. I mean, and what about Jeremy Bernard? He's got to have a big game. And I know people are like, Josh Cuevas is back. He's the most electric wide receiver. He's a tight end. Okay, let's be realistic. He's going to be impactful, but Josh Cuevas, he's a playmaker and he can do a lot of different things, but having him back doesn't give Alabama the edge. It just adds another weapon. But I think people are like, man, Josh Cuevas is coming back. Now they're going to win the game. Well, I mean, he only has 300 yards all season, fam. Like, he only has 300 yards, right? So I guess we'll track, how he does tonight. Hopefully he has a good showing. I think I got disconnected on the other side. So I'll call. We'll start the call and show in just a minute. All right, my score prediction for tonight's game is 24-13. All right, so I'm taking Bama 24 and Oklahoma 13. So if you add that up, I'm under the total points, which I think is 39 now. Probably, the line is only 1, so my score is, gives Alabama some breathing room there. I just think that Alabama's a better football team, and I think that Oklahoma's going to have a really hard time against Alabama's defense. Everybody keeps talking about Oklahoma's defense, but I think people should be talking about Alabama's defense. This is a defense that's healthy. This is a defense that has played really well throughout the last, several weeks. And if the offense can get something going, then they can match the defense, and who knows how good Alabama football could be. Seriously. And I get it. There's a lot of teams pumping their chest, and they want to play Alabama, and it's fun, I think, from a national audience because it gets clicks when Bama does lose. But I think a lot of those people on those, national media, they're in a good way either way because they can talk about Alabama winning, right? Or they can talk when they're kind of weren't supposed to. But I think they're supposed to win a game like this. I think they're supposed to be an Oklahoma team. They're a better team than Oklahoma. It's just the offense has been stagnant, but they're a better team than Oklahoma. You couldn't be like Kyle. The Oklahoma's a better football team. How? Their offense isn't clicking. If they get the offense clicking, they're a better football team than Oklahoma. They were the last time that they played. It was self-inflicted wounds. That's how they lost. All right? So I go into this game with high confidence. They're going to beat Oklahoma. All right? If the wheels fall off or something like that, we'll talk about it, but I'm going in this game confident. But I'm a confident competitor. Like, every time I step on the field, I'm going to win. I don't go into any type of a game, like, as a competitor, like, thinking the worst. I don't do that. So that's just my mindset. Maybe, who knows, but that's not how I choose to, view competitive sports. So, but with that said, let's start taking some calls. I appreciate you guys joining the call-in show. Please, this is the one rule, all right, on the call-in show. Know that the show is better. Let me ask you guys inside the comment box. Is the show better or worse when we have more callers call in? Right? So, like, be courteous, make your point, get your stuff out, and then let's get a lot of calls. We can't, if we're just on like one particular caller, just have that in your mindset because there's somebody behind you. I promise you. So be courteous. And if not, I and I love you, but I'm going to have to tell you that, we got to go. All right. So just know that's how the show operates. It's much better when we get a lot of different call volumes. I promise you. So with that said, the call-in line number is 205-850-1994. We'll take some calls. Let me just get things fired up, and we should be good to go. All right. We will take our boy Chris from New Jersey to lead off the show. Chris, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here.
Kyle, TGIF, game day. I'm pumped. And somehow, by the way, a couple days ago, we had 7 inches of snow. It was 20 degrees, 55 degrees today. That could be a sign for us. I don't know. My prediction, 27-14. Ty, no turnovers tonight. He's going to be great. Everybody stop with the needing to replace Ty. Ty's the quarterback. He's not getting replaced. He's going to have a great night. I got my big prediction is Hollywood's getting at least one touchdown tonight.
All right.
I'll tell you one thing is, who's going to be sad after we win tonight Indiana. They're going to be going like, oh no, we have to play. And by the way, if Joel Klatt picked us, I would have been beside myself.
100%.
I
right.
go, oh no, we're going to lose. So now they picked against us. Thank goodness. And by the way, if anybody saw Saban on the Pat McAfee show with who's the guy he does that show with, the guy who used to play for
AJ Hawk
for Ohio State, AJ Hawk, and Saban is I do miss him, Kyle. I do
100%.
So I do. So I'll just say this now. The reason why I'm calling is. I know you've been looking good, Billy Ray, with your Blazers, but I think for old time's sake, buddy, I think you put on the hoodie tonight, the black hoodie. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, we might have to roll with the black hoodie. We'll see how it goes. That would be a game time decision. But I appreciate the call as always, Chris, and
right,
good leadoff, bro. Good to hear from you, and thanks for all the support, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Yep, roll tide to you, man.
Thanks, brother.
All right, Chris, our normal leadoff batter. This is our normal lineup. So Chris has kind of emerged to like this status to where he leads off, but when he's been he took a couple days off. So if he's out, right, if he's scratched or whatever for a hammy or whatever he's got, we got Timothy. All right, so Timothy calling to us from the road. Let's take that call right now. Timothy, what's up, bro? Where are you at these days?
I'm in Texas once again, my man.
Back in Texas. All right, let's do it, man. Welcome to the show, Timothy. Come with it, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this trend going on, and it's that we played Georgia 3 times in the last 2 years. We went 2-0 in the regular season, and we lost in the SEC championship game when it mattered. So the same thing can be said about Oklahoma. We lost 2 times to them regular season, but when it matters the most, we're going to get that dub.
Yeah.
People might call me delusional, but I have a big score that I want to say. I predict Alabama wins 38-13.
Wow.
I just feel like the reason why I say 38 is because a lot of people don't realize without the 3 turnovers, it would have been a 30, 40-point victory against Oklahoma, and they would have had 6 points to our 38 plus. So I feel like they're going to play clips of people picking Oklahoma over us. There's just a weird feeling that it's John Mateer's time to throw 2 interceptions and a forced fumble. I just have a weird feeling because I saw one of Oklahoma's practices, and he threw an interception in one of the practices, and it was bad. Like, it was bad. And he doesn't have the tape on his thumb anymore, or the strap on his thumb. I have a prediction that Oklahoma only gets 1 touchdown from a run. Other than that, John Mateer is not going to do nothing. I just think that the lights are too bright for him. He's never been in a playoff atmosphere. Deontay Lawson has been in the playoff atmosphere from the Saban era. I think we'll have these guys ready. I think Ty this is going to be another hot take. I think he throws for 400 yards.
400 yards. All right, so Timothy has a beat down coming. He has Alabama scoring 38, and he has Ty going for 400, man. Love the positivity. Good call as usual, man. Stay safe and enjoy the game tonight. We'll catch you at the watch along.
I appreciate that.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right. We got a 334 coming up next. Hey, I appreciate the super chat, guy. Thank you so much. Man, you imagine if Ty – think about this, fam, all right? What happens if Timothy's right and Ty comes out tonight, and because I don't think I've heard anybody talk about this. What would happen? Could you imagine the narrative flip if Ty Simpson came out and just absolutely cooked? I'm talking like 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, because nobody thinks that's going to happen. I don't even think that's going to happen. But what if it did? Oh, my goodness. Everybody would be glorifying him. He's the best quarterback. He's back, But nobody has said that. Nobody expects that. Everybody expects this kid to lose his job tonight, right? That's what they think. But could you imagine if it's the opposite? What if he's just like pumps his chest, comes in, and he's like, yo, I'm the man. And then Indiana's like, oh, man, we wanted Bama, but I don't know if we want that Bama. Interesting to think about because nobody has said that in the college football world. I don't think anybody believes it except Timothy. All right, 334. Let's do it.
How you doing, Kyle?
What's up, man? Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Fort Deposit, Alabama.
Welcome to the show, man. What's your name?
Eric Elliott.
All right, Eric, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Come with it, bro.
I've been an Alabama fan since Devontae Smith until now, and I feel like that Alabama needs to force John Mateer into forcing bad passes, and I feel like Ron Williams gonna have a good game today.
Yeah, well, I think you're right, man. I think you look to Ryan Williams and like he's got to have that like boom type game at some point, and he's another one because people are like because I think people have kind of gone away from Ryan Williams, kind of given up on him. Not a lot of people. It's just he's had drops. He really hasn't had that big breakout game. But if he does, he's another guy that will catch momentum quickly. Give me a score prediction for tonight's game, bro.
I think it's gonna be 38-20, Alabama.
Okay. 38-20. 38-20?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thanks for calling, man.
Win.
Yeah, thanks for calling, and we'll catch you on the show tonight, man. See you, buddy.
See you later.
Fort Deposit? Where is – I'm looking that up. Is that Fort Deposit, Alabama? Where is that? You know, the more I'm on here, it's like there's so many colors. Like, okay, so that's another one. It looks like that's south of Montgomery, right? All right, we'll add that on on the map. I didn't know where Fort Deposit was. Okay, 865. Angel,
what's going on, Kyle?
Angel, what's up,
Angel
man? Yeah, Angel calling in from Pigeon Forge. We just went from Fort Deposit, Alabama, all the way up to Pigeon Forge. So what's up, man? Come with it. Welcome to the show, bro. How you feeling? I haven't heard from you in a little while. Angel, everything's good?
Yeah, I've been busy. I've been working on mornings now. That way, on my weekends, I'm off. So
okay, good.
So yeah, I asked Coach. I'm a head coach. I'm not sure if you saw my post or not, but I asked him 2 questions about how Alabama has prepared better for John Mateer this time around.
Yeah.
And how the special teams and all that, like, have they not turned the ball over in practice? Because I know it should translate to the game. But those 2 big things I asked him, and he answered pretty good.
Yeah.
And said this time they're prepared. This time for John Mateer. But tonight, my score prediction is 28-20. Bama wins.
Love it.
But the defense is already arrived. It's already there. And I think Alabama has the edge defensively and offensively.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to put it together. But I think John Mateer is not who we think he is. Because, like, I don't know. He's not been good this year.
Mm-hmm.
But Oklahoma's going to keep their fight in this game. But honestly, I think Alabama wins this game. 28-20. It's going to be a dogfight, defensive battle, and it's going to be windy tonight. That's for sure. I can't wait. This is going to be a battle of wills, and then whoever wins this game is going to beat Indiana pretty easily. I'm not buying Mendoza. I'm not buying the Indiana team who hasn't played anybody. But give me Alabama in this game. I love this matchup. I've been looking for it all week. I'm a little bit nervous, but today has arrived.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's like roll time, man.
Call back in
That's
call back for the post game, of course, Angel.
Yeah, I feel confident. Can't beat the same team twice. Roll Tide.
Love it, man. All right, that's my boy Angel out in Pigeon Forge. Come with the confidence. Got a 502 and a 737 coming up next right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Hey, fam, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for kicking in with me this morning right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And then heads up, tonight we will be live for the watch-along. All right, so there'll be a play-by-play watch-along. It's really fun. If you haven't experienced it before, like it'll be it's a family gathering. All right, so that'll start 15 minutes prior to the game. And we also have college football game day, right? And I saw that who's the game day picker? Right, it's someone from Oklahoma. It's off the top of my head. Oh, Brian Bosworth, right, from the 80s. You remember this? All right, they're taking it way back. All right, let's take 502. Hey, good morning. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, this is Mike from Kentucky, man.
Mike, what's up? Mike, good to hear from you, bro. You doing all right? Well, you got any Christmas plans?
Yeah, I'm just sitting around staying warm in front of the wood stove today, brother.
I figured.
No game.
I figured that sounds exactly like my dad's house. You go into my dad's house, and he just has 2 wood stoves. He's got one in one room, and then one on the different side of the house, and it's just it's the best. You just sit around the fire and just enjoy life and look outside at the deer and the chickens and all that sort of stuff. So, Mike from Kentucky, welcome on in, bro.
Yeah, man, this game, this is what we live for, playoffs.
Playoffs.
We've been here before, but this game just has a little bit of a different feel to it this time around. It almost feels like a crossroads. Man, I just can't. I've been watching Alabama football for over a half a century, bro. Well over a half a century. I've never seen a team beat us 3 times in 2 seasons.
Do you think, Mike, let me ask you, in terms of like what's at stake, do you think, I mean, the brand is so strong, right? But if Oklahoma is able to win this game tonight, like what do you feel is at stake? I mean, do you think DeBoer's approval rating drops significantly? Do you think he's on the hot seat? Do you think that the brand integrity kind of goes down? I mean, what's at stake tonight with a win or a loss?
I don't know, Kyle. You let a team beat you 3 times in 2 seasons, that don't spell elite in my book.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got, the future's bright in recruiting, as always. I think if they dial up the right game plan, we should be able to beat Oklahoma. To me, the last time we played them, the 87-yard touchdown return, their defensive end lined up offsides, bro. It's right there on the film. Even the guy calling the game said, hey, that guy he's lined up offside. Did they throw the flag? I mean, that right there was the difference in the game. It really, as many times as we turned the ball over, we still should have beat them. So I think we're going to win the game, but I really think it's a mistake. You just throwing first down away if you run on first down against that defense. They're number 2 nationally against the rush. They've got their best D lineman back on the field. I mean, they were short their best man last time they played us. I mean, I think we need to play action, throw some predetermined short throws, get their linebackers off the line of scrimmage, and I think we'll be fine.
Yep.
But if they try to run Jam, I mean, I love Jam to death. Great running back, but, man, when you have a concussion like that's more than just a couple of weeks, and then you're back in the game. I've had several major concussions in my lifetime, Kyle. I'll tell you, my ears rang for a year and a half.
Oh, jeez.
I got my bell rang back. I mean, I'm talking riding bulls, racing horses, racing motorcycles, standing up when I should have shut up, things like that. I mean, I know what a concussion feels like, bro, and it will change you.
100%.
I mean, and he got popped, man. He got popped hard, and you just don't come back from that in 2 or 3 weeks. You don't. Because trust me, bro, I know.
I
think we'll be okay.
Yeah. You have a score prediction, Mike?
Man, I think Alabama can score 30 points on them. I think the defense can hold them to 2 touchdowns, and I think we'll be okay.
All right.
And then it's on to Indiana. But I tell you what, Indiana, did you watch the Ohio State game?
Yeah.
Dude, their pass rush is fierce.
They're good.
Their D-line is good, Lord.
I know.
Them boys get after it.
100%.
They ain't no joke. They ain't no joke. All right, man. Here, roll tide, everybody. I'll let you go. Later,
right.
brother.
Yep, take it easy, man. All right, Mike, one of my favorite callers. Mike's been calling for a long time. He's not a freaking caller, but he calls in, right, up from Kentucky. He's riding bulls, sitting by the fire. That's that man stuff, right? That's that stuff we like. All right, so let's go to we go from Mike in Kentucky to Mike down in L.A., it's either Mike. It's Turn Up Mike. Mike, what's up, man? Thanks for calling in.
Not too much. Good morning, Kyle. Big day today. Big game day, man. So thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, so let me set the stage. All right, so Mike was out in Austin, and Mike's the only person so far inside the Undefeated that has had a name kind of switch because he was Free Mike last year, right? Did a little bit of time, got out, popped out, and then you were down in L.A. in Was it Dothan? It wasn't Dothan, was it?
No, Choctaw County.
There you go,
The
Choctaw County.
Closest to Meridian.
Yeah, okay. And he was telling us about turnips. And then I think it was Anna inside the comment box that came up with Turnip Mike, which made a lot of sense to me. So Turnip Mike is in. He's even got an emoji in there. Throw a turnip emoji if you want. So welcome on in, Turnip Mike. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Thank you, man. Turnip Mike sounds great, dude. I'll take it, absolutely. I love turnips, and they're good for you. But hey, man, like you were talking about, Kyle, this game, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think we're really going to miss LT Overton. We seem to miss him during the Georgia game. I think we're really missing him. So it's hard to say what we're going to be like, our defense, without him when it comes to their decent running game. But I'm with you. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going with what you predicted, about 24-20. And because like you mentioned, man, like we all know, last time we played Oklahoma, we whipped them, man. We beat them thoroughly in every aspect of the game except the scoreboard. Yep. But I don't know if that's going to play out or not again, because that was that game, and this is a whole new game. Yep. And reading what I'm reading out of Oklahoma, I mean, just like us, they're ready. They're ready for it. They're healthy as they've been in a while. Their quarterback is kind of the X factor, whether he's going to have a good game because he has potential to have a real good game, or whether he's just going to struggle kind of like he did during the LSU game. But like I say, the last two games, I don't think they mean anything. I think this is a whole different ball game, of course, compared to the last game. But given the fact how thoroughly that we beat them in every aspect of the game last time, except the two plays that were disastrous, I think we're going to do it again. But I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game, 24-20, and we just got to win because honestly, man, I want a piece of Indiana, dude. Like Kyle Black gets me, just like everybody says they're not sold on Indiana. Everybody says that except the ESPN guys. Yeah. Well, then why are they number one if nobody's sold on them? You know what I mean? So I just hope we get past Oklahoma so we can go play Indiana and probably be favored versus Indiana. Funny how that works out. But a hard-fought game, Kyle, considering how bad we beat them last time, I think we're barely going to beat them this time. 24-20, brother. That's my prediction.
All right, good stuff, Mike. I appreciate the call, man. Enjoy the game, and we'll catch you, of course, for the post game or on the watch along.
Sounds good. Take care.
All right, man. That's Turn Up Mike down in Choctaw County. All right, 4780. I think we have Alyssa. Alyssa, is that you?
Hey, guys. It's Alyssa Mitchell from Macon, Georgia.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. As usual, we appreciate you calling in. I know didn't it feel, Alyssa, before we get going, didn't it feel like it took forever to get to Friday?
Yes, and I called like last Friday. Your show is just off the charts right now because I couldn't get in. I was so frustrated.
Yeah, so well, you made it, so you're good. Yeah. And with that said, give us your take on the game.
Yeah, so since I haven't talked to y'all since the Georgia game, I do want to touch on one thing, and then I'll talk about this game. I clearly, Kyle, I'm angry at what happened in the SEC championship, and viewer discretion advised because, I'm angry. Ryan Grubb should have been fired effective immediately, in my opinion, after that performance he put on for the whole nation to see during the SEC championship. And I honestly, at this point, I don't care if we go all the way and win the national championship. He can pack his bags and go run that West Coast offense somewhere else. Because here at Alabama in the SEC, we play big boy football. This man has us out here looking silly and soft by being cute and running gadget plays on a 3rd and 1. You said it perfectly earlier last week, Kyle. Line up our men versus their men, pound the rock and get the first down. And that's exactly what we're going to have to do this game to win. He can't be cute in this game. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but that SEC championship, it was super discouraging. It was hard to watch. As far as Grubb goes, for me, it's a one and done. But I'll get optimistic here and calm down a little bit. With that being said, we're getting key guys back on our offense, okay? And we have things to prove to the nation today. Weeks ago, Indiana and their fans were in their stands chanting what? We want Bama. Alabama says you don't want Bama, but you're going to get it because we're winning this game tonight. We're rolling at 23-17.
23-17. That's what Alyssa has. I love it. You're getting great feedback as you usually do inside the comment box. And look, before I let you go, this is a huge opportunity for a lot of different components within the offense, but specifically two people. You got Ryan Grubb and Ty Simpson. And Ryan Grubb, in my mind, same thing with you, is I felt that he's underperformed the entire season. And in fact, I feel like he's kind of regressed. And I feel this is a really good opportunity for him to put in a game plan that can be effective. It doesn't have to be overly fancy. We don't need like a fancy. We have players, right? You need fancy stuff when you don't have 5 stars. You need fancy stuff when you're an underdog. You don't go out, execute 3rd and 2. Give it to Daniel Hill or Jan Miller, and if it's 4th and 1, you do a tush push. It's not overly complicated, right? So. Hopefully we see that tonight.
I don't want to put it all on him. Clearly, we've talked all week. Yeah. It is the players too, the offensive line, Ty, the receivers dropping the ball. But it all starts with a play call, right?
Yeah.
You need to call an SEC offensive play call.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated, Kyle. I need to see something better tonight.
Yeah, you and me both. So we're trying to have a good Christmas next week. So we'll see how it goes.
Run the ball.
Yeah, run the ball. All right, Alyssa, take care, and we'll catch you soon on the watch along, whatever. We appreciate your support.
All right. Roll Tide, y'all.
Roll Tide to you. Yeah, facts. I mean, that's how you get 5-star chef status right there as you cook. And she's not lying. And that's the thing. But she's also right. And it's not only on him. I mean, what do you want him to do? Run on the field and catch the ball? Like Jeremy Bernard dropped a pass. Ryan Williams dropped a pass. Isaiah Horton dropped a pass. There's a lot of different components. Offensive line, they're not being overly dominated. So, cool slow inside the comp box. 3rd and 1, double flea flicker to Caden Proctor. No. I'm going to be losing it tonight if we come out in the oop-de-oop on 4th and 1, or 3rd and 1, and we're running the oop-de-oop, right? And Caden Proctor's back there. It's just like, no, man, just old school football. We got the guys to do it. All right, 334, let's do it. Hey, welcome to the show. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from? Hey, 334, you there? All right, give you 5 seconds. Remember when you used to play football out there? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. Yo, what's up, man? You almost got sacked. Who am I on the line with? Where are you calling in from?
How's it going? This is Taylor from Murfreesboro.
Taylor, what's up, man? Thanks for calling in. Yeah, can you hear me?
5 seconds. Remember when you used to play
football?
Hello?
Taylor, I can hear you, bro. Can you hear me? Cool. All right, call back, man. I don't know what happened, Taylor. All right, 346. Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Good morning. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
What's up, Kyle? How you doing?
What's up, man? Is this Jay?
Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Man, you got a spacer between Alyssa, but the phone line's still a little hot, man. I don't know how that works out.
I was saying to myself, Kyle, I was saying, Taylor, come on, man. Come on, Taylor. I said, for once. I didn't have to follow Alyssa. I said, for once. And he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball.
So to set it up on the show, so Alyssa calls, and no one wants to call after Alyssa, right? Because you set the bar so high. And for the last 5 shows that we've had, and the way that we take the calls, there's no it's just a random order of whoever gets in, right? So every single time Jay calls in right after her, and it stresses him out. But he's fine, and he's good with it. So with that said, Jay, welcome on in, bro. Sorry about the lineup, but that's just how God wanted it.
Taylor, come on, Taylor. Okay, Cal. Well, just call me the dishwasher. I'm the dishwasher, and she's the chef. So let's go.
All right, Jay the dishwasher, come with it, bro.
So this game is going to be decided on turnovers. just as the last game. I predict Bama get 3 turnovers in this game.
Mm.
We cause the turnovers, and we don't get turned over. It's gonna be the turn factor. I don't give any score prediction anymore until next season. So after the Florida State, I'm done with score prediction. You know that. We got to come out and execute. I have a good feeling about. I'm optimistic we're going to go on the Ohio State run. If we go out there and play great, just like we did against them the first time, and no turnovers, but turn them over, Indiana, watch out. College football playoffs, watch out.
Can you imagine? Because I did see this really happen. It was many weeks ago. It might have been about a month ago. The Indiana fans were really saying that they wanted Bama. Isn't that crazy how life will like line things up for you? And this happened to me too. Yeah. I promise you, because I asked God for things and I got them. And even when I was like complaining, right? I wish this and wish that, I got them. So be careful about what you pray for, because your prayers will be answered at different times. And sometimes when you ask, you shall receive. So, and like I was saying, you could ask for that you want Bama, but be careful about that, because if this team finds its rhythm, they find their mojo. I mean, there's not a lot of teams out there that are praying to play Bama. So, Jay, so no score prediction. Do you have like an X factor tonight, like a player?
Yes. I'm actually gonna say Ty Simpson.
All right, Ty Simpson.
So this game will be won on Ty Simpson. Because defense, I can't pick the individual player on defense because the defense balls out.
Mm.
I want to pick the offensive line. Yes, they're a factor, but Ty Simpson and Ryan Grubb.
Yeah,
I love it. Those two the factors.
Yep.
One more thing, Kai, that I didn't know is that I got looked it up. I don't remember, but it said Alabama has never beaten Oklahoma in Oklahoma.
Huh. Well, how many times they played over there?
I'm assuming not much.
Right?
But
yeah, the one stat that was weird to me was I don't think Alabama has ever beaten Oklahoma during the regular season. But I think they've won right, but they've won in bowl games outside of that. So but I think in regular season Oklahoma has like the clear edge. But all right, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in, Jay. I'm sorry where you're at in the lineup, but I'm glad you're number one safe from being on the road. And thanks for calling in. Enjoy the game tonight. We'll catch you on the watch along.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, my transmission just went out last night in my truck.
Oh my!
Now I'm stuck in the bottom.
You'll get through it, man. Yeah. Just keep on swimming.
All right,
man.
I love you, Kyle.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Love you too, bro. All right, man. Jay's going through it right now. Sometimes life it's crazy, right? It's like it just one thing after another, and sometimes it's really frustrating in life. Is like when you like surpass something. And then there's just something else, right? It's like you climbed a mountain peak and then you just look up and there's like an extra. You're like, why? It's okay. It happens to all of us. I promise you. There's so many times it's like life is like that. Sometimes it's the best thing to do, honestly, is laugh and just roll with it. And then it works out. It'll pass. 405. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're online with Kyle Henderson. Who am I online with and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, it's Bill F. and Murray in Norman. You hear from me today.
Yeah, I knew it. I was waiting for your call. So let me set the stage. Bill F. and Murray, he's in Oklahoma. All right. He calls each time that Alabama and Oklahoma play. This has been, a yearly thing now, or, this is really the second time. But he's in the channel. He's at ground zero. So welcome on Bill F. and Murray. He speaks facts because a lot of things that he says have come to fruition. So listen up. Bill F. and Murray, take the floor, bro.
Yeah, in fact, I'm right here in Norman, too. And, boy, I might blow that today with my prediction. But I might blow my consistency. But I tell you, I'm quite conflicted about this. I really am. Because, one, school of thoughts going one way, another school of thoughts going another way. Norman's got the big game feel like it did before last year's game. You know, and you could just feel that energy. You could just tell that, okay, the OU is going to bring a bigger game than especially Alabama's thinking, but probably the whole nation is thinking, because you can just feel it in the air here. And, of course, with this being a playoff game with that extra added bit of, climacticness to it, I mean, this is huge. This is huge. They've been talking about it on the news all morning, nothing nonstop. But I think I heard a new low this morning on one of the news channels. They were saying, you know, they were talking in respect to the Alabama and Oklahoma game. They said, we're Oklahomans. We've overcome challenges before in the past, and we'll overcome this challenge tonight. And I'm thinking, they're talking about stuff like the Oklahoma City bombing. They're talking about tornadoes. Why are you comparing overcoming those challenges to a football game? Is the Crimson Tide that big of a challenge? I mean, that's how these people think about Alabama out here. I mean, they're obsessed. If you've heard people say they're obsessed with Alabama, it's their Super Bowl. That's an understatement. It's crazy how obsessed with these people are with Alabama. But anyway, enough of that. I'll get to the thing. Okay, if Alabama's going to do well tonight, they got to come out fast. None of this backyard football like you've seen with Ty running in circles, trying to wait for somebody to get open. They got to know what they're doing, and he's got to know who he's going to, and fast. I don't know if anybody remembers the Ohio State and Tennessee game last year and how that started out. And you saw the way, if somebody wants to go back and watch that and see how they came out quick and decisive and just had Tennessee's defense off guard before they even knew what they were doing, that's what it's got to look like if Alabama's going to do it tonight. So I think, I could be wrong, but I think if Alabama can do that, there's going to be a surprising amount of offense tonight. I think the Alabama defense is tired of hearing how good the OU defense is. We know how good our defense is at Alabama. I mean, they're really great, and I think it's been nothing but OU defense. I think our Alabama defense is tired of hearing it. If they can come out and they can put that, if they want to consider that disrespect and show them who the best defense on the field might be, I think the OU score could be really low tonight. And after an ugly loss like we had against Georgia, we had an ugly loss against FSU, our best game of the season. Yeah, I know it was ULM. I know OU's not ULM. But you could, by the way we played, how we did nothing wrong in that game. If they can come out like that tonight, and I'm kind of counting on that, I think it could be real good. And also worried about the road aspect. There was a game last year that was on the road. Alabama dominated in Death Valley, LSU. So this isn't, if we do well tonight, it won't be the first time that we've gone out on a road in a real hostile environment and dominated. We did that last year with LSU. So I'm going to go with, I can't believe I'm saying this. What was the most outrageous score so far? Was it 31-17?
I think Timothy had it 38-17.
Okay, I think our defense is going to do better than 17. I'm going 34-10 Alabama.
34,
And I'm completely at risk of blowing my reputation here, but I think if just putting the things together, how they came out after FSU, after the ugly loss, how they did on the road at Baton Rouge last year. I will say I don't like the matchup if R. Mason and Proctor are together. They got to get somebody faster on R. Mason, somebody like Jammer Cuevas, because R. Mason and Proctor is not a good match. I know Proctor's strong, but he's not fast. Yeah, you got to get somebody fast on R. Mason. But that also got me back to the point. Ty's got to know what he's doing and get the ball out fast before R. Mason even gets to him. The backyard football is not going to work tonight. It's not.
I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for always the good intel, and we'll catch up with you next time. I mean, I can't wait for this game. So thanks for calling in. I was looking forward to your call, man. Good to hear from you.
All right, yeah, I'll talk to you after the game.
Yep. All right, that's Bill Effin Murray calling in from Norman, Oklahoma. It's like literally ground zero. I think a couple things. This game seems to have people scratching their head, right? Like he's been pretty much on point on what he said, but even this game I think has people like wondering what's going to happen. I think the least I haven't seen this like in terms of what people feel is going to happen. People don't feel that it's going to be a blowout. I mean, we've had 2 callers call in and say it's going to be a blowout, but I think like on the national scene, nobody expects that, and nobody expects Ty to like absolutely ball out. Besides Timothy, what if Timothy's right? What if Ty just comes out and cooks and Bama just rolls? Nobody has thought that might happen. That's like the least. Everyone's thinking it's going to be like super tight. Even 69% of you inside the comment box feel that it's going to be a really tight game. What if it's not? Will you imagine if Bama comes out and just absolutely dominates? I just don't think that people are buying that could happen. All right, let's go back to the phone lines, and we got a 417. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're online with Kyle Henderson. Who am I online with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, this is Timothy again.
Timothy, back in the order? We batted around.
I forgot a stat that I wanted to tell everybody.
Okay.
And this is pretty mind-blowing. I looked it up like 2 days ago. R. Mason Thomas has 6.5 sacks, right?
Yep.
And I know he's been out for about 5 games. Yanze Pierre was just like R. Mason Thomas. He didn't play much until about the Georgia game or Missouri game. He's got 7. So I don't know what the hype is about R. Mason Thomas. And the crazy thing is he had 3 sacks against Auburn himself, and they had 10 sacks as a team. Like, if you take away those 3 sacks, including the sack that forced the safety to end the game, he has 3 sacks. And Yanze Pierre is just like an R. Mason Thomas. I know that's a hot take, but I wanted to let everybody know that. And here's another jaw-jarring stat. In the playoffs, in the first round, Alabama is 5-2 in the first round.
5-2.
Oklahoma is 0-2.
Ooh, okay. I like that. All right, Timothy calling back with a double dip with the mind-jarring stats.
And there's one more stat too. After a bad loss, Alabama averages 32 points per game after a embarrassing loss.
Wow.
You can go back to the last year's game against Oklahoma. I think we beat Auburn like 28-14. That was close, a little bit closer. But after the FSU loss, I get it. It was UL Monroe. We beat them like 70-something to like 0. Like every time we've had a bad loss, we've came back and scored. We found our offense that next game. And I feel like that's what happens in this game.
All right.
We will find it, and we will win the Natty. We will win. We're going to win it. We're going to win it.
Thanks for the call, Timothy. I appreciate you double dipping, man.
I appreciate it.
All right. Timothy, back with the mind-bending stats. All right, we'll take a 404. Hey, thanks for calling. You're on line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on line with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle. This is it's Coach Al Sanders.
Hey, Coach.
Enemy lines in Georgia.
What's up, Coach? How you doing, man? So let me set the stage.
Hey,
so Coach Al Sanders, all right, by way from Tuscaloosa, but now lives in Georgia, right? Am I right?
That's right. Yeah.
And he's big on Proverbs always. So sometimes you'll see him come in and, drop a little spiritual knowledge for us all. So with that said, Coach Al, welcome to the show. I'm glad you're doing well. You're doing well, right? Everything's going well?
I'm doing great, Kyle. I'm doing fantastic, bro.
All right, good.
Well, good to talk to you.
That makes me really happy because we got to know each other over the years, and
that's right.
You're family here, bro. So I always think about you. I know every time I hear you, it's good. So come with it, man.
Yeah, Kyle. Hey, I'm loving the show, by the way, and I just want to make a couple of comments here from my perspective. I'm always the glass half full,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that Alabama. And this is from the offensive perspective, that we played probably 6 of the top 10 defenses. And most of them have been pressure types of defenses. So if anyone has learned anything about this, so we could self-scout, look at tendencies and find answers to that pressure, it's us. All we needed to do is have a little bit of continuity in the time to get healthy. I think that the guys behind the scenes, I know they've been working really hard, but one thing I noticed about the board, for games like this, they prepare really well when they have a little time. And the caller made a great comment that when we have a bad loss, historically we've come back and played really well.
Yep.
And I've said all year long with this team, our team is a character team. I didn't say we were a championship team, but this team has character. They have pride. They have something in themselves to say, hey, look, we don't care what anybody's saying. We're going to do us. So I think you're going to see us throw our best shot at these guys tonight and play a really good, solid football game. I think we got it in us. The board has said it. We haven't seen the best of Bama this year. It's time for us to get it right. That's why I just wanted to say that we played pressure teams, and experience is a great teacher. It teaches you how to handle pressure. So they sped us up to the place that now we can play our game. And now it's up to Grubb to have some answers for Kyle when he sees certain looks and things like that. He has an answer for it. They cover 7, or if they're going to bring some green dogs or whatever the case may be, he has an answer. And to get a little bit more up tempo.
Yeah.
Don't get so deep in the clock. Get some go. In fact, how about this one? How about speed the game up a little bit so they can get their sub packages in and get all their calls in? Because that's one of the things I think we've been seeing with Ty. They put so much on him and trust him so much that he gets so deep in the clock. When he makes his last check, the defense makes a check. Now you don't have an answer. So now I think we're going to see a little bit faster to the clock. We're going to try to play a little faster. And I also think, talking with Cody Kessler the other night, quarterback in USC, we were talking the other night, and we both agree that we need to get into the short game a little bit better. The ball has to get out. Speed rushers get so frustrated when they try to make a move and the ball's out. Okay, here's my next move, ball's out. Okay, I think we're going to see some of that tonight. Just wanted to say that. That's all.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. No. I love the feedback, man. Always good input from you, man. And I'm glad you're well. Thanks for calling in. I mean, there's so much interest in the game. I love that we're covering a Friday night game because I think you get to this point and you're like, oh my goodness, I got one more sleep. No. Like tie him up.
Hey, one last one last New Mexico thing. I was out in your neck of the woods for the hot air fiesta this year.
Yeah,
spent a few days out there.
Yep,
it was awesome. I was thinking about you, man.
Yeah,
I'm out of cows.
So I grew up in Santa Fe. But I did live in Albuquerque as well. So when I lived in Albuquerque, the balloon fiesta, which Coach Al was talking about, happens in October, right, for a week. And
that's right.
The way that the balloons fly up, there's basically based on the altitude of pressure, the balloons kind of go up within this box and they kind of shift to different ways within the city. And they would go sometimes right over my house, literally. And
oh, wow.
Did you go down? So you went on the field, right, at the balloon fiesta?
Yeah, I was on the field.
Yeah. Has anybody been on the field at the Balloon Fiesta? It's gigantic. There's probably 100,000 people down there, and you're right next to the balloons. And the balloons are like skyscrapers. I'm dead serious. That's the easiest way to give you an analogy. And they're so high, and they take off. Did you by chance go to the Balloon Glow?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the balloon glow is like at 4 in the morning, 4:30, something like that. You get there early, and everybody turns on the balloons at the same time. It's just like this glow. Yeah. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. And I'm glad to hear that, Coach. I'm glad you went out to New Mexico. Good stuff, man. I appreciate the call.
Awesome, brother. Appreciate you for having me, Kyle, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
100%.
Keep reading those Proverbs, man. Wisdom is life, brother.
100%.
Okay? Wisdom is life.
Yep. Always, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call. All right, Coach Al with the call. I appreciate it. Yeah, fam. Well, that's where we're at for the show. If I didn't get you in today, don't hold it against me. You can call in tonight for the post-game show. You can kick it with us for the watch-along. I'll be live 15 minutes before Alabama and Oklahoma play right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Can't wait. It's finally here. It is finally game day, and this is the college football playoff. So lace them up tight, get something good to eat, and have a positive attitude. We'll do it all tonight, and we'll stream for 5-6 hours. We'll go as long as we need to take care of business. So stay blessed. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting Wake Up Bama as well. That's something that I always like to drop at 4 in the morning right here on Bama Football on YouTube. As you know, news as it happens. Check out our Facebook channel as well. I post a lot of content there. And just have yourself a beautiful day. It is game day right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Alabama taking on Oklahoma. College football playoffs, first round tonight. TV is ABC, ESPN. I think Alabama favored by 1.5, or it's kind of gone back and forth. Enjoy your beautiful day. I will catch you 15 minutes before kickoff tonight right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Thanks for calling. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the wisdom when you guys call in. Whether it's spiritual knowledge inside the comment box or letting me know where you've been, whatever. I really, really look forward to talking to you guys. Whether even if you're an Oklahoma fan, it's all good. You call in. This is the blessed life. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch up with you next time right here on Bama Football on YouTube. See you, fam. Playoffs.